So, this is Fanime Day 1, Thursday. Can see some signs of life over there. It's really windy. You probably won't hear me, but in the front. There are very little people actually. So I can't get closer. So I went through the long line, and now I'm going to go upstairs and see what's going on. So it's up here. All of the action is down there in the long lines, but up here, nothing yet. They're setting up and behind the scenes stuff. So it's over here. Everybody's downstairs in line. Let's see. So I was walking down this almost empty corridor. Everybody's downstairs because it's like early. We have another entrance to the gaming hall. It's closed. The game. There's the game. Filming me. The con here. Yeah, filming myself, and I don't think there's any music in the background. So sitting up here in one of the alcoves, like a board, and there's nothing going on here tonight yet. I will evaluate on the later on. I'm not going to do too many shots of just me because I'll just do that later. Just wanted to show you. Not yet. There was a long line, and down there, believe it or not, there was a big long line, and I guess you can see it, but I didn't really want to film it. Anyway, so yeah, none of the stuff's open yet. It's early on a Thursday night. Only in San Jose is this possible. That's the guy from the cinema. He's going to be here. Crossover. It's going to happen. Okay, so here we are at day 1 of FanimeCon 2017, and yeah, I showed up. Technically, it was Thursday, so it was a pre-sign-in day, and walked up to the front of the place. I'm kind of just dictating what I'm seeing here. It didn't really strike me as odd or anything. So I just am doing a thing similar to the recap that you'll also see to take out any ambient noise and music that might be in the background. And I don't know all the characters in the background. But I usually don't, and here I have coming to the end of this little clip. It was very short. The martial spoilers. That's the character. And the Fanime on, so I'm going to go up to Tina's room and check it out. Anyone at the convention? What about me? So, here is Kitty Key, the martial sportist, who was going to do a music video about knocking the Grandmaster. He ended up not doing that. Here's various visuals of characters going along here. I did do the stroll several times. This version. The stroll along the corridor. I went into the game room where it's visually day 2, and I went through this and chopped it and re-edited it so that it was just the visual showing the people, the characters, what they're doing, and not just backs of heads, walls, floors, random things that weren't visually interesting. So the regular show, yay. Okay, so we have a much cleaner cut of the tape. This is just meant to be footage from the film. Here's this giant, I think it's a tree spirit kind of guy. And then we come to them walking about other anime characters, a Street Fighter one thrown in there, some Dragon Ball. Let's see, some punk rockers, some kind of princess, or a queen perhaps. But yes, and I thought maybe that was one of Rhea's friends. I don't think so, though. I don't think so. I think it's someone else. Yeah, so she was there. There's a TARDIS character. There's a strange crossover going on there. Yeah, so... And there's a character that looked vaguely like a Borg, but it wasn't. It was a steampunk character. Kitty Key is remarking on his Kitty Key outfit. Yeah, so there was a plane overhead. Yeah, but I was in this tea house. There were all the costume people from Yumiyoshi and a bunch of other stuff. And some of them started playing Britney Spears and Oops, I Did It Again. And these guys were rocking to it. I was rocking to it. Well, yeah, we couldn't record that. Of course, we could flag. But so, here's a Cthulhu or something similar on the ground. Yeah. Other stuff. Shot. Nothing terribly weird or unoriginal about that. Or come up to the front. Okay. Alright, so opening ceremonies very soon. Going there. It turns out we were a day early. Anyway, Kitty Keys and Monsters Poultice is going in. And yes, we couldn't get in there. They're going to say, why isn't he in there? He hasn't put in there. So, gotta go in there. Yeah, so, Ash is back. Ash is back. From The Evil Dead crossed with Ash Ketchum. He's gone insane, apparently. He's gone to hell. Probably did. So here we have the introduction of Doug Walker with Japanese music playing in the background and thumping bass and all that. And yeah, for YouTube to enjoy this version, we have to cut that out. So it's not in this version. Yeah, so. But it's Doug Walker, very animated, going in and going out. And so it's mainly the introduction, which is fine visually. But yeah, we just couldn't. He's the nostalgia critic from Channel Awesome, and in this version, the biggest intertube guest the biggest YouTube guest we've had in coverage on a program. So this is allegedly a crossover between the Calcat show and Nostalgia Critic, but it isn't really. It's the Calcat show went to Fanime and recorded Fanime, and he happened to be there. So there was no actual deal saying this is a crossover between the two. It's just that I went there and covered it. And, okay, so, yeah, there was no deal struck. It was just, I was there, and they were there, and, yeah. It wasn't like the Star Trek one either in the same way. But, yeah, that's cool. The first picture is actually the best one. Impromptu picture. He didn't know who I was. And that is coming up momentarily. As we come to the intro of him dancing about and cheering and had fun. at Fanime Con. And now we're coming to the close of that, and Mark. There's your moment of zen. There it is. That was your moment of zen. Kitty Keys and Marshall Sportis met Doug Walker from Channel Awesome. Told you it was going to happen. It happened. You know? Yeah? Awesome. So, you will see him later on the other days. So we become pesty and then they have to kick us out. No. Anyway, so, yeah. Yeah.
Maybe someday.
It's all like it's me. It's all about me. No, I walked into a strange room. I walked into a room. Hello, my panel. Just kidding. Yeah. Impressive. I don't think I'm supposed to. What's going on? Good Keys of Marshall Sportis. It's now famous all over the world. It's beautiful martial sportiness. It's, yes. It's funny that he showed up instead of Cat. 11 minutes 45, and so yeah, more anime characters, princesses, manga characters, things, critters, soldiers, princess again, a lot of stuff like that. This is a very short clip, but then it leads to a clip, then it leads to a long one of the Star Fox people, and okay, yeah. I don't know if we're going to have to re-record. Yeah, you did. Okay, so Fanime Con entering the dealer's room. This is a much pared down version of an earlier version of this. And it has them going on their little adventure in the dealer's room. And yeah, so yeah, it was a fun experience going to Fanime, having an adventure. Alright, so yes, from where the furry girl was. Yeah, the going over this video thing, I'm sure there's a lot of stuff in the other commentary thing that, in behind the scenes stuff that's all over this thing. But for the most part, there were a lot of cowcats and cowpokes there. Some killies here and there. I don't think that they necessarily knew that it was the Calicat look. I think the Calicat look is just copying California people in general and is not really a look thing. It's just that they were doing that. But let's just say they watched the Calicat show and that they knew about it and they decided to dress up like him. So at one point they would then find me in the audience and go like, hey, you look like the guy from the show. And I'd be like, I am the guy from the show. I'm here too. Yeah. But yes. So, yeah, there ever was an actual sanctioned Nostalgia Critic crossover with Calicat show, the ratings would suddenly skyrocket, and you would know that we sold out to the masses. Yeah, this is I'm not sure what that guy is supposed to be. But the naked men. Well, not naked, but shirtless men. But yes, this is an awful lot of people there. And there were an awful lot of panels and things going on, you know. Of which the panels were discussed in the... You gotta watch the recaps. This is just a slideshow. So yeah, slideshow. A lot of stuff there to buy, purchases, and like a shirt and stuff. But yeah, this is very well edited. So yeah, it's a slideshow, so it doesn't need to be entirely heavy on the narration, just to tell you what's going on, I guess. But yeah, this is probably the longest clip from the slideshows. So we have there's a cowpoke. I have no idea what that means. I have no orange. I have not orange. There's some characters that are interesting looking. Yeah. So, we're nearing the end of this long clip, which is way shorter than it was recorded last night. Here I am in the art gallery windows, looking out on the space colony. Anyways, so yeah, this is one of the. So, they had an art gallery thing in the back, and they had. That was Doug Walker's favorite place. I didn't really see him in there, but it was his favorite place. Must have just missed him. Anyway, so yeah, it's interesting, these conventions is when you get to the parts where they actually do talk to the actual celebrities, and they're like, assuming the celebrity knows more about the material they act in when they wouldn't. Really? I guess with a blogger, you assume he's doing his research for him, and he understands what's going on. But that may not always be the case. The Cal Cat show kind of wings it a lot of the time, for instance. And here is Sailor Moon. Yes, the steroids made him into a man. No. Anyway, here we have Gandalf, and but yes, and it's not that unusual for them to have costumes, although there was a street preacher guy complaining about it, but there's nothing in the Bible about costuming. What? Anyway. Martian sportist. I got a shirt about the kaiju rolls. It's funny. Also, going over to Fairmont for the Macross panel. And then we're done for today. Tomorrow we will have more on hand for the show and the recap tonight. Also, yes, we will have the guest star appearing. Kaiju roll, which is a joke. Yeah. Okay, and 18 minutes right about. Alright, 18 minutes. Kitty Key's outside discussing the luminaries of the characters doing their thing in the context. Something about the shirt open. There's some people posing for an action shot that's going to go later in their video. They had to lie on the ground. I'm not sure what that's about, but they weren't drunk or anything. But they were doing a sketch, which later appeared somewhere else on another website. Okay, this is here at the Fairmont for the Hyatt Regency for the Macross panel, and I'll probably talk about it later. Now, I'm going in momentarily. So.
I just remember like that was, for some reason, that was something really about this. Yeah, it was like 4 years ago or something.
1960. Okay, so we start into another day of filming with some flashbacks to the previous one. That's what's going on here. And I don't know who that other guy that posed before me is, but I have his picture. And can't transfer it. I don't have any video software to transfer the pictures off this. Oh well. So yeah, you'll probably have to redub this later. There's all kinds of racket going. I'm up here in this fancy schmancy Fairmont hotel. I just went into the panel. What's about the guy from Windsor Hananomi and a bunch of other stuff. Neon Evangelion, yeah, Neon Evangelion, and anyway, he's going to make a film that he's been working on for 30 years. It's kind of like Mark's Cards working on his film for over 25. So, anyway, so yeah, I'm going to go into another panel later on in the early afternoon, and then in the evening, we will meet up with Nostalgia. So yeah, I got the costume changed to one of the other characters. It's going to be pretty swanky. So this here is a pretty swanky hotel. Yesterday, the Key was joking that this here hotel isn't as classy as the Trump Tower. But it was that's a culture reference. Actually, people stay here instead of the Trump Tower. Yeah, so but cowboy characters are walking down this here trail, and there's a board. So, there was a Borg. She's not a Borg, she's a punk rocker. Steampunk punk rocker, but it's not a Borg. But. Alright, filming me. Okay. Just got out of the panel of the New Sailor Moon, SCR. That's what they're called. Apparently the new version's kind of dark and twisted, and which is cool. Yeah, so I haven't seen the new version, but check that out. Yeah, and apparently it goes back to the Japanese source material, as well as the LGBT material, which was present in the original manga. So apparently two of them are lovers. It's fine. It's 2017. Cool. Anyway, so there you go. I'll discuss more of the panel later. I'm just walking down a corridor. There's a nice corridor though. I'm spying on them from above. Look, it's... Let me go on this side and go... And zoom in on the cosplayers.
Yeah, but like more when you got.
Because then you just Dutch angle it and show the side of the building, and then it's a Hirayama. Here's a crazy street preacher guy.
Jews wrote the Old Testament, right?
Oh. Yeah. All right, so outdoor footage near the Cesar Chavez worker thing, which was once mistaken for the Clint Cowpoke thing. Why would he have a monument? Doesn't make any sense. No, he wouldn't. Yeah, there's the limited subscribers on the Calicat show would make you wonder. It is interesting though that the Calicat show has more apparent views than even the old Jung Swan website. Partly because what I've done is saturated Google search engines with not bots, but just the appearance of my show that has 400 videos in one thing, almost 400 videos in one thing, and altogether, I think it's 308 on this one and 200 and something on the other, 250 on the other, and put them all together, it's over 400. It's 500. But yeah, and here is a dance number. Of course, we can't film the music to it. You can look that up though. That's also online. Fanime. And the person that posted it, of course, he has the rights to the music. Trouble with YouTube is they will flag you if you don't have the rights to the music. Okay, let's see, and commenting on Jack Sparrow there, but yeah, so yeah, it's just it is what it is. It's Fanime. It's lots of colorful characters and creations and things, and it's yeah, this is well done. I'm gonna do the stroll too. Doing the stroll. I'm gonna turn the camera around and you get to see all point count. The real point count. Alright, we're back in the game room. The game room. Yeah. Much more edited, and then we're out on the street, and there's lots of suited guy. Yeah, so it's meant to be a video vlog slideshow, so it has that aspect to it. It's very hyperkinetic now, and yeah, it's shot like a bathing or something. Michael Bay. Well, it's not shot like Michael Bay.
And the line's right here.
Q&A with... No, this is nowhere near LineCon. I've had LineCon. That lasted 3 hours. And I'd already pre-registered.